Hi everyone, it is Michelle Salcho coming to you from Middle Tennessee. Just going to check Facebook and make sure that I am where I think I am. And I think that probably sounds silly, except that with a personal page, a business group, a team group, and then the different groups and places that I post my classes, it's easy to get off track. So I just want to make sure I'm going live where I told you I was going to go live. Happy Monday. It is sunny here. The humidity is not out of control high, so that is all nice. My iPad does not want to play nice with me, however. That's frustrating. But I think I am where I wanted to be. Okay, so I'll get rid of these, get rid of that glare. I posted earlier today that I was going to go live and I had a really special card to make, and I do, and I've got to get it in the mail quickly. And I'd like to make more than one because an event this special deserves more than one card. So my in-laws are celebrating their 60th wedding anniversary on June the 5th, and so we need to send them some cards. And a few years ago, they did a trip in Europe, and I had asked them if I could make a scrapbook of their trip for them, and they graciously turned over their all their memorabilia from their cruise and their photos, and I put together a scrapbook of the trip for them. And I vividly recall all their pictures of Paris and the Eiffel Tower. So I thought that would be, I have not played with this suite at all. I'm so sad. And it's retiring. So today and tomorrow, your last chance to get your hands on these products. So I will update the product information, make sure that they are available. The last time I checked, they were, but I'll make sure of that, because we're going to play with them today. It's kind of our last opportunity before we jump into the new catalog. And I have lots of news about that too. But, so I've got this beautiful paper, Parisian Blossoms Specialty Designer Series paper. And would y'all feel better if I just jumped over and checked on that real fast? Maybe I should. So since the iPad isn't cooperating with that, maybe if I jump somewhere else, it will decide to. And that way, those of you that aren't here yet, they'll give you a chance to come on board too. Well, my iPad's just not being my friend today. Did y'all notice my shirt? So I got this shirt today from my friend Susan. This Saturday is our vision walk to benefit the Foundation Fighting Blindness, and for a solid year I have said that wrong. I have been saying that it's the Foundation for Fighting Blindness, and just recently realized when Susan posted something that it's actually the Foundation Fighting Blindness, and I love that because it's so much more action, right? It just sounds like, yeah, I love that. So I'm going to be very cognizant that it's the Foundation Fighting Blindness, and they're not in support of fighting blindness. They're actually doing it. So that's tremendous. So this weekend is our virtual walk because we weren't able to have a walk in at the regular scheduled May event. And our goal was to raise with our Christ-Centered Creations, C3, to raise $2,020 for the foundation. And we are going to present a check on Saturday, but the amount is I'm not sharing that just yet. Okay, so in French, the dies and the stamp set are still available. Hey, Sally. So we are selling these shirts for $12 a piece, and that entire $12 goes to the charity. The Nashville Vision Walk is our event, and it is in support of the Foundation Fighting Blindness. When Hope and I started thinking about what we wanted to do with our Christ-Centered Creations group, in talking and sharing ideas, we discovered how much we were impacted in our personal lives by visual impairment. Okay, so the designer series paper is still available and it's on sale for $11.60. The dies are still available at $27. Parisian Beauty. Oh my gosh, I think the stamp set might be gone. I do not see the stamp set here. Guys, I'm so sorry. And I will not be selling mine because I just think it's too special. It is still available in French, which is kind of interesting because, you know, actually that would be kind of cool to have it in French. I would kind of consider that, actually. Let me find it. You know, I only studied French for a few years, but I'm struggling as I scroll to find the French equivalent. It is, come on, I know you're right here. I saw you earlier. Come on. Okay, so the bundle in French is $43, and it is number 153779. And actually, guys, I might consider ordering it in French. That's kind of seems like the way it should be, right? Anyway, okay, so back to what we're doing. I picked out a few different cards to copy, and that's what I've got this out for. So a couple of them used Petal Pink as the card base, which, you know, is beautiful, but I don't know, it kind of bothered me because, you know, this is a card for the both of them, and is my father-in-law, you know, gonna be bothered that it's in Petal Pink? So then I found one that was in black with Pool Party, and so I think we're gonna do, actually let's do this really a little more simple one first to get started. And it does have a Pool Party background, and then it's going to use some DSP and some black. Alright, so I've already got my Pool Party. You know, I should kind of turn the camera down. Let's do that. And I'll throw myself over there. Get this out of the way. I'm a little flustered because I was looking for, I have a 12 by 12 paper holder that I keep my foil paper in, and I can't find it. So I spent the last half hour looking for it. Hello, Lou. So my card base is 4 1/4 by 11, and it's scored at 5 1/2. And then this basic black is going to be only 1/8 of an inch smaller. So it is, what's that, 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. Okay, so that's our first layer here. And then we're going to need some of the paper, and then we're going to need a little bit more of the Petal Pink to make another layer, but just a short layer. And I'm wondering, we're going to have to eyeball that. So it would actually be easier just to make this, it's going to make it thick. I'm going to do it anyway. It's just faster. Okay, so I came in 1/8 of an inch with the black, and I'm going to come in another 1/8 of an inch. So this layer is going to be 5 1/4 by 4. And we're going to emboss part of this with the Parisian scroll, and it is an embossing folder that is carrying over, and I used it just the other day. Let's see. So that's a new folder. So this is a huge week in the Stampin' Up! World. In case you weren't sure, the new catalog is live on Wednesday. So we can order from the entire catalog on Wednesday. Our customers can order from the entire catalog on Wednesday. And I started going through making my list last night. And where on earth is this silly folder? Y'all ever do this? Okay. So that is just pathetic on so many levels because didn't I pull all of them out? Okay, deep breath. I have not gone through these because as I'm looking, I'm seeing some that are retiring that are still in this selection. You know, having everything at your fingertips should mean that everything stays so neat and tidy and organized, and it's not doing that for me today. Okay, now I'm just going to get upset in a minute. And there's no way, you can't blame anybody else. Oh, I bet this is it right here. It is! Go figure. I set it out because I wanted to use it. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I am not going to emboss the whole thing because the top part, I'm actually going to put designer series paper down. So I'm not using a Stampin' Up! Die cutting machine because we don't have one just yet. There is one in the new catalog. However, it's not going to be available just yet. But two things that I did so that I could emboss just part of this paper is I didn't put it all the way in to the embossing folder, and then when I put my embossing plate on top, I only went that far too. So, and that is how I got just what is going to be the bottom part of this embossed. I'm going to put this up where it goes and not on the shelf where it does not belong, because we saw how well that worked out for me. So I was telling you about the new die cutting machine. I don't have a date that it is going to be available yet. I just know that it won't be available on day one. Okay, so now let's find the designer series paper. And yeah, it is going to be floral. My father-in-law is a huge flower guy, and in the times I have attempted to plant flowers, he's been so helpful in helping me make my choices. Y'all, this paper is absolutely stunning. Look at this travel paper. Oh my gosh. Oh, yeah. I'm so sad I've not played with this. Alright. This paper's got a lot of foil to it, which makes me a little more sad that I couldn't find my champagne foil. Since getting upset about it, it'll turn up as soon as I turn the video off. I feel sure. So what all am I going to do this week for the new catalog? I've had people reach out about my annual buy one get one sale, and that sale is going to be a virtual sale. I am busy marking products, and we'll be posting photos. I think I'm going to create an event on this Facebook page where you're watching. Create an event and then post those videos, and then as you see, post those photos, and then as you see something that you want, you'll comment sold, and then I will know that that you want it, and it'll be the first person that comments will be the person that gets it. It's not perfect. I know it's not, and I'm sorry, but it's about the best I can do. The BOGO works like this, though. When you shop the retired merchandise, you also are shopping the current merchandise. So for $40, for example, plus tax and shipping, you are going to receive $40 retail from the new catalog, as well as $40 in retired merchandise, which is a pretty good deal. And that will start Saturday. So if you need a catalog, let me know. You can view it online, and I can post links to that. If you need a catalog, then you're welcome to come by and pick one up. Just let me know so that I set one out for you. I have my classes all month are designed with the new catalog. So, okay, that one is not cooperating. It's not having much luck with my products working with me today. I must have gotten a little flustered. So we're going to have, okay, so that's the new catalog launch. My classes, so my card class is a little off. Normally that is the third Thursday of each month, but this Thursday I'm going on vacation. This third Thursday I'll be on vacation. So I'll send out a newsletter this evening with some of the dates, but I'll just run down the highlights. So Wednesday, I plan on coming live and showing you some of the catalog, some samples and such, and that'll be here. This Sunday starts the buy one, get one sale. Next Tuesday will be the deadline for signing up for a special, ridiculously amazing card class. My third Thursday card class is going to be on the second Thursday this month. That is the 11th, and it's a free class. There's a special Facebook group for you to join. And then there's an ordering special. So if you choose to order, then I will send you the supplies for you to make those cards yourself. And you can add on the stamp set that I'll be using, or use what you have on hand. All right, so I'm going to stamp this sentiment. Okay, this sentiment is from So Sentimental, which is in the new catalog as well. This ribbon, the champagne metallic ribbon, is retiring. You know what? Is it basic gray I want? Okay, the birthday club class will be on the 27th. Yeah. Of this month, and then I have a special Christmas marathon on the weekend before the 30th. So what's that going to be? The 21st? No, the Christmas marathon is going to start on the 13th. Sorry, and it is for, if you don't want to do any stamping, that marathon session is using products that you don't have to stamp. We're going to use some Memories and More cards. We've got a sampler. We've got tons of cards. It's going to be a great way to kick off your Christmas cards that you need for Christmas. And then we'll be back to our regular monthly class in July. And believe it or not, the mini catalog with holiday products can pre-order from in July, and then it will be available to customers in August. Lots of good reasons to be a demonstrator right now. in addition to the fact that there is a, why are you popping it up here on Do Not Disturb? In addition to the fact that there is a special for joining Stamping Up in June. So, gosh, I'm just talking 90 minutes to nothing. But for those people that join Stampin' Up in June, they're going to get to choose an extra bundle for free. So they're going to choose $125 in products, whatever they want, and then pick a bundle. Now, what's a bundle? A bundle is like a stamp set and the coordinating dies, or a stamp set and a coordinating punch. So they appear in the catalog listed as bundles, and they're fairly easy to spot. But if you have any challenges with that, just reach out. We will be glad to help you. My team is named the Stamping Queens. So we actually come with a song, but we don't require that you dance. You know, we might encourage you to dance, but it's not a requirement. But we have lots of fun. We get together and stamp, and we Zoom. We support each other. We send cards to each other to encourage, to recognize birthdays. We have an amazing group of talented and supportive members. Right now, we are all female. That could change anytime. I keep thinking my son Marshall is going to join, and this is something he and his girlfriend would enjoy. She is such a sunflower lover. Kind of think that maybe they will this month because of the joining special and because of the sunflower products in the new catalog. We shall see. I think it'd be pretty awesome. All right. So this card's coming together very quickly. An easy recipe that you could follow with a number of some other designer series paper, this same stamp set for your greeting, this embossing folder, it is carrying over a coordinating ribbon. So even though I'm working with some embossing for some paper that is expiring, you're not locked into that. What I'm showing you is something that's very adaptable to another project. But this paper is available. It's only the stamp set that looks like it is not available any longer. But truly, I'm kind of thinking a French version would be really appropriate. So, I don't know. I might just have to order it in French. We'll see. I don't know. Now I'm going to add a bow. And so I call this a cheater bow because I didn't tie it all around. The embossing folder is the Parisian, it's from the Parisian Suite, Luann. It's in the mini catalog that expires tomorrow. So it's in the suite with all of these products. I'm not sure my bow is going to cooperate. Okay. Yeah. I think that's quite lovely. Super quick to do. Yeah. Wishing you much happiness today and always. So that's card number 1. Now my goal was not to send them, a bunch of different cards from the same stamp set here, and I won't necessarily, but that one was a great one to start with because it's pretty quick. Another one, so that one's pink. I really want to do this blue one. All right, so this one has a black, thank you, Lou, has a black base, and I want it to be cut the other way, so I'm going to grab another piece of black. All right, so I want to cut this. I like cards that open towards the top. So I'm going to cut this with my trimmer at 4 1/4. So it's still half a piece of cardstock. So Sally, if you're still here, are you ready to start making some Christmas cards? I know that you have lots of stamp sets in your arsenal, so the marathon may not appeal to you as much as it would the person that doesn't have a lot of stamps or isn't as familiar with stamping. But you could start with what I'm providing as a base and then go your own way from there. So we're going to use this paper, I think. And so again, I've come in 1/8 of an inch for the first layer, and I'm going to come in 1/8 of an inch again, which means that this is going to be, I'm going to cut it this way. This is going to be 4 by 5 1/4. And then I'm going to turn and use this side and cut. I'm going to start out at 1.5 inches, and we may trim it down from there. And I'm sure we're going to trim the length off, but we're building. I'm going to use a doily, I think, still here, yeah. So these doilies are also in the mini catalog, and I'm just going to grab one, and we're going to stamp on the back of it. I believe the doilies are still available. They are called Heart Doilies 151191. Then we need to do a little, we're going to do some die cutting. And this is where I wanted my, my foil, but I don't have it. I'm going to need to attach my brush end to my Take Your Pick tool. I need to remember that Debbie asked me to show all the different tools, or all the things that can do. We're also going to need a petal pink oval, and I'm just going to grab my stitched shapes because those are my favorite. And I'm not sure if I need the big one. Let's see. No, I think the big one's going to be too big. Okay, I think that one's about right. So I need this in petal pink, this in black. And if you've not done this before, I layer up things on my Big Shot, on my die cutting machine, so that I don't have to make a lot of trips through And I actually want a couple of layers of this. And so I'm going to, all this strategy, right? Just to save trips through the big shot. Oops. I'm going to stack this up so that it looks pretty cool. I can actually do a couple of layers through the die cut machine at once. I don't think I'm going to try that with that Eiffel Tower because it is so detailed that I feel like it would stick, although I do need a couple of layers. Okay, so that hair. Now I know some people, some demonstrators don't show you they have this magic box, and maybe if I was really, if I had time to get all this ready yesterday, that would have been an option. And I realize you can't see the die cut machine through that, but let me, okay, gotta bring it over. Because for a long time I didn't do this, and then I saw a demonstrator do it, and I was like, oh my gosh, mind blown. All right, so my die cut machine that I'm using now is an electric machine, and I use this longer plate with it. But even on a smaller plate, you can still do what I'm doing. Now, there's no reason these can't all go through the machine at one time, right? I used to run the Eiffel Tower, then the oval, and then the word. Okay, so maybe you all already figured that out, but it was a big aha the first time I saw a demonstrator do this. And having had an elbow that is sensitive to the manual crank of our previous machine, this was really cool. Does that sound like an electric can opener to you? What, do you need me? I can't, honey. What do you need? You gotta talk. Tell me what's going on. You need martial arts. Okay. Greg took the cat to the vet and he's not back, and Hardin needs to get set up for martial arts. And he's not done that on his own. So let's just see. So yeah, looks like everything cut out nicely. Even my words, even my amour. No judging my French pronunciation. That class was a long time ago. Okay, so that gives me 2 of the blue. Look how beautiful. What happened to my Eiffel Tower here? I've only got one leg. Oh, the other one just kind of fell apart over here. Wow. I do not even know what to think about that. So I have a, I really am not sure. Okay. Unless it didn't like the second pass through the machine and it slipped just a little bit and cut off a leg. That's really the only thing I can think of. So we'll do it by itself. So we definitely want it to have legs. Okay, this is the purpose of the dye brush. And it comes with a kind of a sponge-like thing. That I might need. For the love of everything. It's run away too. Dadgum. Actually, Hazel took it. I just don't know where she put it. But sometimes you need it for getting these little bits out. And then sometimes you can just poke with the other end of this guy. Okay, so there is a black one. Now we're going to do one in silver foil. And we're going to run this back through and give it some texture. So this card has a lot of moving parts. I think I have enough. Just trying to decide if I want another color to layer behind it. I think I'm good. So I would bet that you've had a peek at the online catalog. If not, if you go to my website that's up there in the corner, you can link to a PDF of, oh, maybe not. You know what? You may not be able to, unless you're a demonstrator. I'm sorry to tease you like that. I was going to tell you too, today in my job, we did something interesting, and I thought I would ask you guys today to give it a try also. Hey, Kirby. All right, so now what did I do with the silver foil? Oh my gosh. I really might lose my mind. It's not here. Champagne foil ran away first. Now the silver. Okay, I found the silver. So we're going to cut a tower out of it. So the silver foil comes in two 12 by 12 inch sheets, and the tower is, so if I cut this 3 by, so if I cut a 3-inch piece of this, that'll be enough foil. The champagne would have gone better, but the silver will be just fine. If I keep telling myself that, I'll believe it, right? Get those bits out. I do have that other piece of embossing, but I can't emboss and cut at the same time because they need different sandwiches, different thicknesses of the plates to come through. And I am going to do that just one more time. So Kirby, we are, to catch you up, we are making an anniversary card or 2 or 3 for Greg's parents. They have been married 60 years this weekend, this Friday, June 5th. And I need to get cards in the mail. My sister-in-law was hoping that we could come to town and do a celebration with them. but it's not possible. So to find other ways to be there with them. All right, so we have our pieces are coming together. I'm going to emboss this with that same embossing folder. So this card really does have a lot of moving parts. If I had realized that the stamp set had already sold out, I would have done something different. But I really needed to get this card done. All right, so I think that we're close, ready to stamp and put it together maybe. So on this, we are going to stamp this scripty part on the heart. And we're just going to stamp it just multiple times. It's not anything that's really going to, it's not meant to be read. It says, I love you till my heart could burst. All I love and I want and I need is you. Forever, without you, dearest dear, I would not see or feel or hear or think or live. Okay, so that is that. So I stamped that in Pool Party on the back of the heart. So that's from the mini catalog as well. Huge mess over here. So let's try and put some of our pieces together. I'm going to grab a silicone mat. Thank you for being where I thought you were. And I am just going to put, thank you, Kirby. Yeah, so we are, these shirts are $12 a piece, and the entire $12 goes to the foundation. And I need to show you the back. Tell me, can you see the back? So how's that? I think it says Nashville Vision Walk and our hashtag Stamp Out Blindness, which is pretty cool. My father-in-law is visually impaired. My great-grandmother was visually impaired. When I was 2, she was a crafter, and when I was 2, we went to the country and put away her quilt rack. Up until that point, she had been quilting. Kirby, I would love to help you with that. You can just let me know. They are unisex sizing, so I just need to know your size. And then I think I have some other things I need to mail you. I need to talk to you about what you want me to mail. All right, so that is that. And then these pieces, I don't think I need to glue them together. I think they're pretty well stuck. Oh, dadgum. Needed a little piece of that vellum that I could not find. Darn it. Darn. I couldn't find any pink vellum either. Do you remember that pink vellum that was in the... Well, we'll see if we like this. We might. I'm just going to use regular vellum, because if I emboss it... This card really does have a lot of moving parts. It's beautiful. Hope I can find my champagne rhinestones in a minute when I'm ready for them. I'm sure I can. Okay. So this is this is how this comes together. So we can go ahead and glue these together. I think that this was actually one of my first orders from the mini catalog. I was so in love with this. I'm so excited. So this goes here. And then this is going to come here-ish. And then the heart. And the tower. This behind it. And then this. And then this. And a bow. Alright, so let's see. I'm going to start by taking off 1/2 inch of this. And I know that I do not want it to be and it is probably 3.5. Okay, I like that. And then I think I want this to be, that's 5.5. Let's make this 4.5 and see how we like it. I think it's just a hair too wide also. So this card that I am casing, an example made by Mary Dethridge. I love Mary's style. She does beautiful projects, and I would not attempt this in a regular class because it's too complicated for the prep work would kill me. But to give you ideas of how detailed you can be with your cards, I think it's an excellent idea. Now don't let me get busy talking and forget my order here. But this needs to go down. And I'm not putting anything on dimensionals. I know, whew, my goodness, what happened to me. Because this has got so many layers. I can't imagine what dimensionals would do to it. It's going to be so heavy. And I just put that on in the middle. And then I'm going to come back with this. This embossing folder is beautiful, deep. this lined up. And the trick may be to get, oh gosh, that's a lot of glue right there. Oh, now see, I almost, no, that's right. Okay. Then this one. Now what I need to do though is to actually, I need to put the word down so that I know where to hide my adhesive. And so let's scoot this over. So hopefully if I get this in the mail tomorrow, they will have it by Friday. Can't be quite sure, but that's the goal. And then I'll take some glue dots. And I've just kind of, can you see? Oh gosh, I can't see. Finger up. Okay, so I've kind of rolled that glue dot up on my finger, and I'm going to hide it behind the letters because it would show behind that vellum. Not so much when it's embossed like this. The texture would hide a little bit, but okay. Let's come back and we'll put this and hopefully I've gotten a glue dot in the right place to hold that. Then we need some ribbon. I'll tie a pretty bow. Come on. Thank you. So if you like the, because this is not really something I would do in my class. Like I said, I'm usually a simple style. But if you have an occasion where you need something a little more ornate, Mary Dethridge is definitely a demonstrator to check out. And I don't want to hide. Okay. Bow might be a little big. So I mentioned, I think when I started, Greg took the cat to the vet. He opened a window Saturday night, and the little cat got out, and then something happened that frightened her or attacked her, and I don't know, she's got a place on her tail that where something might have bitten her, so he's taken her to the vet to have that looked at. Oh my gosh, that is beautiful. So the only stamping I did was here on the heart. I will add a liner on the inside, and probably in Pool Party in the blue. for the inside, and actually this is what I'm going to add. I'm going to add "Follow Your Heart. It will take you to incredible places." Yeah, you know what? Let's do the whole thing, and that other card I had can wait. I can do it another day. But we're in this far together. Let's finish it out. So for the inside, I'll go ahead and make this the same. So I'm going to make this 4 1/8, and cut this down to 5 3/8. So it's pretty close as well. And let's do an envelope while we're at it. Caught up on most of my birthday cards today. I was behind a week at least. I still have a few to get out. Okay, so here's an envelope to send, but let's stamp "Follow Your Heart. It will take you to incredible places." And maybe even let's stamp the Eiffel Tower maybe off. And I like the idea of maybe a postmark. Let's just see. We're not going to glue it down yet, so if we don't like it, we just won't use it. But we need a lot of blocks here. So let's get out a big E block. And then if I clean, I'm going to leave that on there because I think I might want that on the envelope. That'll work for you. That'll work for you. Oh, and here's one for you. Perfect. Okay, so let's just see how that. Okay, well that was really blurry. Let's try that again. Okay. I do not like that. Let's bring and then we'll do it 3rd generation. Okay, we'll keep going. I think that's pretty. So we'll put that or we could So we have this Eiffel Tower without the left leg. So I can put that down. Okay, what do y'all think? Help me out here. Just stamped, or come in with a partial black Eiffel Tower here. Cut off the edge. Yep, it's a die cut. That's going to be adding some thickness. Hi, Lind. Okay. We got another piece here. I'm not going to stamp the Eiffel Tower. I don't think that's stamping the way if I had something softer. Versamark. Could do Versamark. Partial tower. The stamp is too light. Okay. Thank you, Lind. And I think I can just use this over what I did, because even though it's stamped in the background, I don't think it's going to be visible. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. So now we're all invested here in my in-laws' wedding anniversary. For their 50th, we had a large party. Hardin was 2, and you might know that Hardin looks so much like Greg. Greg just spit that baby out. And so when they had the slideshow and they were showing photos from, you know, of their marriage and their photos of Greg as a child, Hardin looked up at the screen and said, "Oh, baby Hardin!" And there was no convincing him that it wasn't him, even though the photos were in black and white. He knew that was him. So, kind of made the whole party. And now I've got glue everywhere. But I can wipe that off in a bit. And trim it off with... There we go. One little edge. So there you go. I gotta clean up my glue, otherwise my card is gonna glue itself shut. We still need to do that envelope. I think that's pretty special. And then for the envelope, I think let's stamp. No, that's too big. I'm going to stamp that off down here. And then just to make sure we've used all the stamps. Life is a magnificent adventure. All right, I think that we are done. So thank you so much for tuning in today. Keep an eye out for news of the new catalog. The BOGO will start this Saturday. And if you have any questions about how that works, be sure and just reach out and let me know. The Vision Walk is this Saturday. It's a virtual walk. We are going to have a small gathering, but not very manageable, just a small group to celebrate. We've got a video to watch of the president of the foundation, and then I've got lots of news to come out in the newsletter of things that I am offering in June, and some of which are the BOGO, the ridiculously awesome card class later this month, and the third Thursday class is going to be on the second Thursday this month, and then we'll have birthday club towards I think it's the last Saturday of the month. So everybody have a fantastic day. Stay safe, stay healthy, and please let me know if there's anything that I can do to help you. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate you, and I'd love it if you'd share and like my video. Thank you.